Hello, guys. It's Andy, the angry lawyer, here again. Angry white lawyer, I should say. Still getting used to the name of this bloody channel. But today there's a little bit more I wanted to say on the Gorton and Denton by-election. I've done a short on this, but I got all the technical skills. Yay. Yeah, I wanted to do a longer video on the Gorton and Denton by-election. I'm not the only one having trouble with the name. And this is in relation to the seat generally, but more about who's likely to win it. And I've seen a lot of YouTube commentators and commentators elsewhere on social media saying that more or less it's in the bag for reform. I really don't think so. I don't know where they're getting this idea from. I've seen some of them say, oh, well, the Greens have chosen a really dreadful candidate, which to me is true. Some people think she's great. She's such a dreadful candidate that in fact there's no way that she's going to win, and Labour will have the upper hand, and it's likely that Reform therefore will beat Labour because of the split vote, some going to Greens, some going to Labour. I don't think that's right. I mean, the woman is a certifiable lunatic as far as I'm concerned. She wants, in line with her leader, she wants nuclear disarmament. And as I've said before, how did that work out for Ukraine, right? She wants to legalize drugs, effectively treating the users of drugs as victims. That is not popular amongst the general population, although there is a debate about it. And of course, I can't see how Muslims can vote. As I've said before, I can't see how Muslims can vote for that because in Islam, the use of drugs is haram. So I just don't get that at all. But she's woke and she's got all the right credentials for the Greens. She could win, you know. I mean, there is some momentum behind the Greens. And I think to dismiss this woman, who the press are building as a plucky plumber, and with photographs of her on a roof, despite the fact that she is in fact a trainee plasterer. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way, but you can see the way that they're framing this narrative: a plucky local grafter versus Matt Goodwin, who's a reform grifter. I mean, the usual rubbish. But don't write them off, because the Muslim pressure groups up there are urging their followers, strangely, to vote for the Greens, despite the fact that on a religious ground they should definitely not. And then you've got the Labour Party, who are running on a ticket of Stop Reform, which I find incredible. But having said that, I never agree with anyone who campaigns on a ticket of don't vote for the other guy because he's horrible, vote for me. You have to offer something positive. The problem is that Labour simply can't. They have a candidate there who proudly announced that she was a proud Mancunian, and as she did so, she had the broadest Greek accent you could ever hear. So for all the criticism that they are levelling at Matt Goodwin for not being a local, at least he went to university there and spent a lot of time there and has family connections there. The candidate for the Labour Party is actually like Zorba the Greek. So there you go. The hypocrisy is staggering. No one seems to spot this. But the hypocrisy from Labour is just at nuclear levels, as far as I'm concerned. But the point I'm trying to make in this video, perhaps badly, is don't write off the left. As I said in my short, you can never underestimate people's stupidity in voting for these people. For instance, voting Green because you actually think that it's all about nurturing trees and hugging trees and plants, and it's just not. And voting Labour because you think they've done such a bang-up job for your community when they haven't. So it's not in the bag for reform, not by a long chalk. And I think it's going to be very, very tight. The only hope for reform is that because of the shenanigans between Labour and the Greens, they are slagging each other off as well. In fairness to them both, there will be a split vote on the left. The Tory vote is tiny. We can only hope, because I hope reform win there. We can only hope that those people see the light. But remember this, 20% of Tory voters voted for Plaid, a very left-wing party in Caerphilly, just to stop reform. That's how far they've fallen down the hole. So, hope you liked the video. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.